Yeah, he went long on sports. But so I thought it would be neat to have some kind of exhibit. And we've even thought about, like, what if you could set up what a village would look like? Because it's a huge draw. I mean, it would be. People are curious. I mean, we still get a lot of hits on the Paleo Indians. And it was like only 5,000 years after the Neanderthal died out. I mean, it's a long time ago, like 15,000 years ago. Yeah. But some people freak out and they say you can't set something up because you might not have exactly right, and then the people will get a false impression. And there's like this whole debate, and I'm like, wing it. Let's get some tourists.
Yeah. I mean,
that park has come a long way.
Oh, man.
I ride my mountain bike on that single track. It's fantastic.
Have you seen the new cabins?
Yes.
Wow.
They're great.
I thought, cabins, I didn't realize they were going to be like a luxury gated community.
Yeah, that place is fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing.
Are they hard to get?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dan McDermott. Welcome to the Valley today. We are broadcasting live today from the Daily Grind on Main Street in downtown Front Royal, Virginia. Before we get started, I want to make one quick note about Royal Pawn in Front Royal. They've got a selection that just may surprise you with an array of unique jewelry and fine watches, as well as hard-to-find coins and historical memorabilia. Royal Pawn is not your typical pawn shop. Royal Pawn has a variety of musical instruments at budget-friendly prices. Treat yourself to something special at Royal Pawn, now offering a 15% military discount on everything but handguns. Royal Pawn, 21 Water Street, just behind the DMV. All right, once again, I'm Dan McDermott, filling in for Mario Retrosi, who's on vacation this week. And it's a wonderful day, and if you hear that noise, that's the sound of coffee happening. It just, they freshly plucked from the coffee plant or whatever, I don't know how that works. But it is Tourism Tuesday, and joining me from the Luray-Page County Chamber of Commerce is our frequent guest, Miss Pam Flasch. Pam, welcome.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here.
You were just commenting on how good, or one of y'all was commenting on how good the coffee is up here. Yeah, how you wish you had one of these places down in Luray.
Oh, yeah, it's excellent.
But there's a lot to do in Luray, and you're going to talk about some of that. It's a neat place. I was saying I got shop there sometimes, and it's really an awesome little town, and Page County is a beautiful place.
It is, and we seem to get busier all the time thanks to people like Gary Drum here, who is the owner of Appalachian Outdoor Adventures, and he was instrumental in bringing the triathlon, which is coming 2 weekends from now, and he's also working with the Criterium, which is this weekend, the Bicycle Criterium. Okay,
so tell us about the event that's coming up.
Well, this weekend, the 7th and the 8th, we have the Tour of Page County. This will be the bicycle race on Saturday, which is a road race, and on Sunday, we're instituting the Criterium, which is going to be brand new, and that's kind of like NASCAR for bicycles. It's a very challenging race. It's very exciting to watch, and it's very viewer-friendly. I mean, people can get right there on the course and watch the bicycles as they go by.
It's called a Criterion?
A Criterion.
I've never heard of that. So is that something that's, done all over, and you're just introducing it to the...
Yeah, we're just now introducing it to Luray. Most Criteriums are conducted on a pretty flat and level course, and it's conducive to speeders, guys who do specialize in sprinting. But in Luray, everything's uphill. So it's going to bring the climbers in, so we're going to give something for a little bit of everybody who races. It's going to have some very technical turns. You got to be very skilled on your bicycle, and you're going to have some fast areas, and you're going to have some challenging climbs.
Wow. What made you, this is just something you've been to one before and you thought this is cool and let's do it here?
Well, the Tour of Page County is sponsored by Hawksbill Bicycles in Luray. And Chris Gould, who is the part owner of Hawksbill Bicycles, he's a big-time bicycle racer. And he brought the first road race to Luray 2 years ago, and now he's added the Criterium on it to make a long weekend, to keep people staying in Luray for the weekend, add something different, and also to try to get the locals more involved in the racing scene.
This sounds like quite a workout.
Yeah,
you look like
tough.
Pam. You look like you're in pretty good shape. But can you imagine riding up? I don't know if I can handle that.
It's a tough race, especially the Criterium, because it's how many miles you go. It's a time limit that you have, and depending on what category you race in, you know, the lower category, like a 5 is a beginner, they don't race for as long as the more elite racers do. So it's a pretty tough race.
So it's got a handicap system in there. It's not just you'd still have fun if you were starting out or
right.
Lower level. So Pam and I could actually participate in something like this.
Actually,
on a trike.
Right.
Actually, with the criterium this Sunday, we're having what is called the People's Race or the Citizens Race, where anybody can join in and get in on it and do a couple laps around the track just to see what it's like and just to have fun with it.
And I think listening back at the studio, Joe Woodall is planning on participating in this. So we'll all look for him down in Page. So that's happening this weekend. Saturday is the bike race.
Is
the road race in Stanley. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday is the criterium, which sounds quite challenging.
And that's in downtown Luray.
Okay. So if folks want information on this, what...
They can contact me at Appalachian Outdoors Adventures, 743-7400.
743-7400, that's Appalachian
Outdoors Adventures.
Okay.
Or they can call Joe at Hawksbill Bicycles. And I don't know his number offhand.
That's okay. Do you have a website?
Yes, we have a website and we have a Facebook page.
Okay. What's your website address?
AppalachianOutdoorsAdventures.com.
Okay. And if they can spell Appalachian right, that's half the battle. All right, Pam, so... You're excited about this race. Are you going to be out there with your shorts and running around?
I will be at a wedding in South Carolina this weekend.
See if she has a good excuse.
Yes,
that's the only thing. The only thing keeping you
that would keep me away. But in conjunction with that, the Luray Downtown Initiative is also having a taste of Luray on Sunday, so that folks who are enjoying the bicycle race can come down to Ruffner Plaza and sample some of the different restaurants and businesses that are in downtown. So that's also going on this weekend, and we have bluegrass and opera this weekend in Luray, which is
at the same thing.
Not at the same thing.
I was saying there might be a slightly different demographic that those two things appeal to.
Right, but we're trying to reach everybody.
What if someone went to the wrong one? If they're a bluegrass fan, they accidentally ended up at the opera show, or vice versa. I can imagine there'd be some sort of violence going on.
Well, they were telling me, the opera folks were telling me about opera blitz or blast or something like that, where they may just show up at the bluegrass event and give those folks a little taste of what they have to offer and see if that might bring some folks over to the opera event.
I could just see those folks as, what in the world? I remember, I've never been to an opera, but you see clips and stuff. And I remember when Luciano Pavarotti died, I went on YouTube and I looked some of it's just unbelievable, talented. You know, I mean, you look at a 2 or 3 minute thing and it always builds up to this dramatic crescendo, and it's just, how does he hit these notes? It's just unbelievable. What's your webpage for? It's Luray-Page.com.
Luray-Page.com.
Okay, and you've got all sorts of information there. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk more about this, but and about other really neat things that are happening in Luray and in Page County. Let me remind folks that if you're looking for something to do tonight, well, look no further. Bingo will be held tonight at the Front Royal Moose Lodge. Bingo is held every Tuesday. Doors open at 5 p.m. Bingo starts at 7 p.m. Great food, beverages, a chance to win big. Don't miss out. Stop by the Front Royal Moose Lodge this evening for a night of bingo. We'll be back with more, broadcasting live from the Daily Grind on Main Street. The Valley Today continues right after this.